Hello, Austin back with another rowing video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the components of the rowing stroke and how they contribute to overall rowing stroke force. We're going to answer questions like, can you row with no arms and what does that look like? Or what is it like when you row with just your arms and not your legs or your back or anything like that? And so we're gonna talk about all of that, and we're gonna talk about how all of those different components contribute to creating an efficient, strong, awesome rowing stroke. Now, no matter how popular rowing gets, there's always gonna be people that believe that rowing is primarily upper body, primarily arms. And if you've been following my channel or any other rowing related channels, hopefully you've learned that rowing is actually a primarily legs, hips, and core driven exercise. Your arms do contribute, but they don't contribute a lot on their own. What do I mean by a lot on their own? Well, let's take a look at this 250 meter row where we row it with just the arms only. So what I'm trying to do during this row is try to keep the stroke rate somewhere between 26 and 28 strokes per minute and rowing with my arms as hard as possible. And as you can see by the split per 500 meter, I'm just trying to get that number as low as I possibly can. And by the end of this, my arms were on fire. Now, is that split per 500 meter average good? Guys, good rowing, or how fast you are as a rower, is all relative. Depends on a lot of different factors. But let's compare this arms only rowing to what it would look like if we rowed with just our legs and our hips. So we're taking the arms entirely out of the equation, other than the fact that you have to use your arms to hold onto the handle. Very similar to performing a deadlift off of the ground, where you're using primarily your glutes and your hamstrings to lift the bar off the ground, but you gotta use your hands and your arms to at least hold it. Let's take a look at what that row looks like. So as you can see with this row, I'm trying to just hang off of the handle, trying to keep my arms as straight as possible, emphasizing power through my legs as I push the legs down and swing back with the hips, but not bringing my arms in to finish the stroke. And by keeping that same 26 to 28 strokes per minute range, you can see that my split per 500 meter is much lower than it was with just the arms only. So with those two examples in mind, we can see that the legs and the hips are contributing way more power, and they're much stronger than your arms are just on their own. And as I say in a lot of videos, guys, I'm not dissing your arms. I'm sure your arms look fabulous, but it's just human anatomy. Legs are gonna be stronger than arms for pretty much everybody. But I gotta say, rowing with just the legs and the core swing is a very, very strange feeling. It feels very unnatural, and it feels like you're really holding yourself back. But here's the crazy thing. This is where things get really cool. It's when we combine the legs, the hips, and the arms together. I mean, we can think about how little power the arms were giving on their own, and the decent amount of power that we got from the legs and the body swing. But when we put all three of those components together, it's not just simply just an additive thing where it's like you're just, adding. I don't even know how you would add splits together. But when you combine all components into one long, strong, full rowing stroke, you're able to achieve your lowest split per 500 meter efforts. Let's take a look at a 250 with the full rowing stroke. So as you can see, during this row, we're able to achieve our lowest split per 500 meter, and the stroke feels long, strong, and powerful as we connect all three of these pieces together. Even though the arms weren't contributing a lot on their own, when they're put in sync, in combination, in sequence with the rest of the rowing stroke, it really helps you get that huge drop in your split per 500 meter. So while the legs, the hips, and the core are the strongest muscle groups contributing to a rowing stroke, and you can get a decently low rowing split without your arms, it's when you add in the arms that things really feel complete and really help you to achieve maximum stroke power. So while on their own, they're not a super strong muscle group, but they are essential to performing your absolute best when using the rowing machine. So what's the moral of the story, Austin? Row full strokes? Well, yeah, kind of. I just thought this was kind of a fun experiment to just see how the different, components of the rowing stroke, interplay with each other and how combining them together really helps you get the best out of your rowing. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you emphasize your leg drive when you row? Do you emphasize your arms when you row? Let's discuss some rowing stuff. Let's discuss some form stuff. Maybe things that you're struggling with. We can hash those out down in the comments below, or even make separate videos covering these little topics. Thank you guys, as always, for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.